Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to Season 3 of pYanodon's. We're picking up right where we left off, and that is with what? I already forgot. Yeah, the fluidized bed reactors for that, and then the melamine resin, that's what I wanted to do next. So here, we'll put these guys... Well, I might just put them here, because then they can just grab the melamine directly off the belt. Which seems reasonable. And then we can feed the urea in along the top. And then that leaves space to then set up these down here maybe. I don't know, I wanna leave enough room though, because again, if we make things too tight, we can't just double it later. So I do want to be considerate of that. So maybe I actually just go past all of this for the set of 25. Although actually no, it makes more sense to put the set of 25 down here. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, we need to hook up the formaldehyde here. Oh, and I need an output. Ha 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 ha. Didn't think about that, did you, Krydax? Kind of important, isn't it? Kind of freaking important. Okay, there's melamine resin. Did I not make a multi-provider? I didn't. Shoot. I don't know how I missed that there were two solids coming out of this. So what we need to do is change you into... side multi-provider extension. Shift click. I think that fixes all of this. Melamine plus melamine resin. This is fluid trash provide. Why is that just trash provide? Whoops. But this is cyanic land. That's what I'm naming this. Cyanic land FTP. And then this is cyanic land fluid request. Cyanic plus melamine ingredients or inputs. I don't know. The names are really rough. And what's funny is I've seen a bunch of other people talk about their naming conventions and they don't all feel that great either. Like it's a really tough nut to crack. It doesn't seem like there's just some good answers that are like, oh yeah, like everyone should do it that way. That just makes sense. Like those don't seem to really exist. Anyway, we need to measure this. So you're enabled if melamine's less than... We got 72 stacks. Should I just make this a double? I think I should. Okay, let's say 60 stacks. And then melamine resin will go to like 30 stacks. Maybe 3,500. Okay. Don't worry, I did remember that stacks are hundreds and not. It's not counting stacks, it's counting items. Anyway, and then what are we still missing? The formaldehyde. Done, and then the urea input, which, shoot. Wow. Ah, that's fine. Just do this. Okay, there we go. Melamine resin, both flowing. Cyanic acid flowing. My base power is crumbling to its knees. Kinda scary. Even the 60 megawatts from the tides are, I mean, technically I'm not browning out yet, but it's a bit scary. And then the last thing to add here, we're not dealing with the cumene phenol stuff yet, is 25 FBRs. Making... Okay. So here's my thought. I want the useless output to be down. And then I want the 2 solid inputs to be here. And then we can feed each building with 2 inserters like this. And then we can put a power pole there. And then we can mirror that like this. And then now we've got the ability to connect all these forwards like that, and then the tar. Okay. Now that I look at this, I don't know if we're going to be able to fit 25. But we'll fit what we can. Looks great. How many is that? 18. Close enough. That's what I'm gonna say. Anywho. And then... so then we get the ammonia. I didn't really leave proper space up here, did I? I'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, the real question is, can I cross over this? I can. Okay, there we go. Coke fluidization is a go. And we've got 1, 2, and 3. These ones I think are important to cap off so we don't have any screw-ups here. Oh, and then, I don't know, these need to be T-junctions. Also link up to these ones. Ammonia and tar. Okay. Okay. So then those need to hook up here. So 6 is gonna have to go there. 5 and 4. Okay. So ammonia is the which these outer ones. Can I grab the symbol from here? I can. Handy. Handy dandy. And then tar is these ones. And then tall oil is these ones. Okay, so that's great. For now, I'm gonna add FP fungible. Actual fluid, tall oil, mask fluid. I forgot what our mask fluid is. Is it pressurized air? Ah, shoot. What's our mask fluid? Yeah, it's pressurized air. Okay. Alright, tall oil. Pressurized air. Right, priority 2. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is... Let's see, we don't have a ton of space here. We can do it right here, I guess. So we'll overflow that into a square, into a pump. Might need to be a sideways pump. Which then goes... Ah! See, this is the danger. Gotta do it like that. It goes up. And then... that will be provided. Okay, and then we need another overflow then. And we dump the rest of the tall oil. And then we also need to dump the tar. Extra. Okay. And then we'll let the ammonia back up. So that all seems good. We're out of ammonia, but that makes sense. This is going to make a lot more ammonia, thankfully. And we should be seeing a lot of ammonia get made down here, too. Yeah. And then that's provided at, what, a normal priority? What did I say I wanted to do? I wanted to lower... Wait. Let me remember. What did I say? I wanted to provide... Oh, shoot. I thought I already fixed the priority for it. This requests ammonia, or urea, at a lower priority. So, this is only extra urea that we're getting here. Like, if other stations are hungry for urea, they're gonna get the shipments first. So then here, what that means is this is the ammonia we do want to use first, right? I guess it depends on what my average rate of urea production is. Guess it seems pretty steady at like 10 a second-ish. But that's probably only because I have wastewater to spare. Maybe I don't. Now that I look at it. Yeah, we've got plenty. So is this requester just not requesting enough? Oh. Yeah, that's only requesting 600 at a time? Wait, what? We should definitely change that. There we go. But anyway. And then this requester is supposed to be on a lower priority too. We said. For the coke and copper. But then if we have the coke and copper, I don't know, which one would I rather use? And weirdly, that urea is at the same priority as the other one now, but it needs to be at a higher priority, so I actually needed to request urea at a different priority. Can I do that? 168? I think I can. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna remove that urea request. We're gonna add it to over here. We're gonna move that urea belt to over here. And that way this can be a lower priority request. The coal being lower priority I think is fine. But yeah, this is creating a lot of shipments for obvious reasons. But sweet. I mean, this is all what we wanted. So now I can actually start my circuit build. Is that correct? I think so. I guess melamine resin, even if the melamine doesn't cost urea or ammonia, the single urea always will. But that's pretty cheap. One single urea is not bad. Oh, and I keep forgetting, we're gonna get blood to urea, which makes urea pretty cheap as well, because we've wasted who knows how much blood. I'm actually kind of curious. I mean, this thing's already run 41 times, which each time is like 10,000 or something, or 20, or I don't know, one craft is 20,000, I think. So we've already wasted close to 1 million blood. We are out of augs, but that's not surprising. We need more trains. So why don't we add in... Yeah, this seems like a good place for more. And then I think we can just place them with bots. I guess they won't be fueled with bots unless we manually place that in there. Okay, but where did we decide I was building circuits? Did I decide where I'm building circuits? Don't actually remember if I did. We should just build them up here. A new section. Sure. Sure. We are running out of trains. That's what we're doing over here, though. We're fixing that. We'll fix it. And then, yeah, so for the circuits, are we happy with all this? Now, we can remove this stuff at the bottom, because that's what we did in the other block. We actually don't need wood, so why don't I use treated wood for that? So now we need just gobs of random solids, and then we need some cold steam, but pretty small amounts. What's that for? Ah, the fiberboard. I'll probably just make that with electricity rather than import a whole fluid cold steam fungible situation. That doesn't seem worth it. Though we are talking 20 megawatts. When I think about it that way, I am making tall oil, but it's not enough tall oil to give me the power back. Maybe we do just request a cold steam. I don't know. No, it's 20 megawatts. Whatever. We'll just spend it. No, I should save power. I don't know what's more costly. Is adding a whole nother train station more costly than just saving the power in the first place? I don't actually know. And I don't actually want this design here. Because what I want is... strong side request. But you have this interfering with things. I want a bigger chest because this is going to be logistics enabled. We're just going to do logistics spots here. And then we'll need... what do we need? We need a fluid requester. Probably there. Requesting formaldehyde. And then we need FR fungible. Fungible fluid, actual received is steam. And the fungible is water. We're using water for that, right? Please tell me that's correct. Where did I have cold steam set up? Yeah, water's the thing. Okay, so that's good. Request all that. Power pole. Power some things up. Or light some things up. Here. And... oh my trains. Wow. Our base is starving for trains. That makes me scared of what our power network is doing. It's actually been okay. Definitely pushing it. But more circuits should allow us to finally, I don't know what it'll allow us to do. But hey, we're getting close to transport belt capacity 3, which is pretty huge, because that's gonna mean that anywhere where we're stacking things, there'll be stacks of 3, and that will help. Oh yeah, we're making the formamide version. Where's that going? Oh. Oh, that's not. Yeah. Oh gosh. That's just giving me flashbacks to the episode that we looked at all this rubber stuff. Phew, boy. What craziness. So yeah, it's really the acid gas that's the problem. And the ammonia we're planning to be mostly okay with, though even this isn't enough ammonia. And I still don't know how we're gonna make the syngas for all that, but we'll get there someday. Anyway, we've got new train stations added in. I just added 4, so I should be able to go locomotive, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cargo wagon. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think once they're created, I can maybe drop some fuel in them and the bots will go carry it over. Okay, and then back to the circuit build. This is all we need. So pin. And did I grab all the buildings? I did. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense we need so many trains at once just because of what we're doing with like the coke and copper and coal and all that. So things are getting moved at an extra high rate right now until this all backs up, which it will. I mean, the melamine resin's already backed up. And the melamine's backed up. And pretty soon the ammonia will back up. It's gonna take a minute, but it will. The cyanic's already backed up. So, you know, it's like, it was really expensive, and that gets trains flying around like crazy, but then it settles down. A train is stuck, but it's not really. That's just what you think is happening. Where did you come from? Hold on. Oh, it doesn't tell me. Wonder where it came from. Because it must have been loading ash at a slow loader. I wonder if that was our home base. I bet it was. Which one's the trash one? Well, it doesn't matter. Should definitely add in more here. Oof, so much to do. All right. So this one's pretty simple, actually, when you're using logistics bots for it. I mean, it feels weird to use this space, but if we're using logistics bots, I think it actually makes a heck ton of sense. So let's identify the highest throughput items that we really don't want to use bots for. Like, specifically, I think it would be the high power resistors and maybe the capacitors can go on belts. And we'll put those like right next to here. 4, 5. And the capacitors, we also have 5. And we can put that on a belt that goes over here. And then we also want the copper wire that goes into the air core inductors to be in the vacuum tubes. Yeah, now that I look at it, maybe we go right here. So there's only 2 of these, but there's 6 of these. Okay, and then those will load onto a second belt. I'm okay with a little bit of belting here. It'll save a lot of work for the bots. Okay, these are done. I want filters. I guess there's probably a way to do it, but I'm just gonna go manually do it. I should have a bunch of logs in my inventory from all the tree clearing we did. No? What? Oh, all the logs went into the train? I only have 90? Let's grab a few more. Alright, so then... See, this is the annoying part about building buildings in your network. Look, now those are gonna get put in storage somewhere, never to get used again, and so we just wasted. Oh, that's so annoying. Because I was like copying them. I needed to be placing them from my inventory, not ever letting bots get a hold of it, because I didn't have my bots turned on. So, yeah. I mean, there's really nothing easy to fix there. And you get 30 coal, I guess. Or maybe you get the coke. Okay, and then you all need to go to Solids Depot. Automatic. 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 Okay. Now we have enough trains. Of course. After everything's settled down. Periods of high demand. Alright, so anyway, we want to merge this. We want to build one of those systems like we built for food. This craziness. Should probably blueprint that somewhere. And then channel 1 on the provider. And then, yeah, we need to figure out what we want to request and all that, but that should be easy enough. Okay, back to this. So we did boom, 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 boom. And then these guys need this. So I'll put that right there. So those can be direct insert. And they need 3 a second each. Do that. I'm just thinking about rates. What else? Melamine resin goes directly into 2 wood processing units, which go directly into fiberboard, which goes directly into 2.5 PCBs. So that's kind of a pain. 0.5 PCBs. The easiest place to put this. I just want it all to be close. Because I could direct insert. Now this is bad. What happened here? I see. That's a bit of a problem. I don't have a separate tank for the train. Huh. So that way it ends up... Yeah, that's kind of bad. I'm gonna do that, which I realize breaks this, but we should be able to fix this. Doing that. And then this, and then this, and then this, and then wiring up. That. And instead that. Include this. So that way we don't think we have saline available that we don't have available. Okay. Alright, that works. That's built. So yeah, I mean, why not just put these here and do direct insert? We can do the classic... Oh wait, that needs to be over one. You can do this guy like you do with circuits. So there's that, and then there's this. And then we need the WPUs getting fed that, which is getting fed melamine could be worth belting, by the way. So I think I'll put that on a belt up to here. And then this one will just directly feed these two. With the melamine resin. And then that'll get shipped on bots. On channel 1. And then finally we've got this random piece of crap which needs the steam and other stuff. Heck, why don't we put that there? And we can just directly feed it. Okay, so all of that is done. Now we need to think about requests. Request-wise, We probably want a full complement of copper, melamine, iron, tin. I mean, let me think about this. Still 20 minute. Is there anything I don't want 20 stacks of? Let's look at the lowest. 18 a minute means we get 5 minutes per stack. So 20 stacks is 100 minutes. Even that's not crazy. I'll just request the full complement of everything. But then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14 things times 20, 280. So this has to be bigger. I'm gonna give it one more layer here. That should be enough space, I think. Okay, and then we're gonna need a couple bot thingies on channel 1. All right. So this requester is gonna be busy. Okay, so copper plate. I'm gonna go with 26 stacks. 6 stacks extra enough? No. 4 stacks a minute. We want at least 2 minutes of extra. Probably more. We're gonna have little buffers though in the bot requests too and stuff though, so there is that. Also, I was thinking, what if I want copper on a belt? We might want that. Okay, anyway, so copper's the highest by and large, and then we've got melamine, which we need about 25 stacks. Then we've got iron, also 25 stacks. Then we've got tin, maybe 24 stacks. And we've got glass. Then we've got coke. What are we up to? 1 stack a minute, so maybe, yeah, 23 stacks. Graphite, which is also more coke. Oh gosh. Between this and making the graphite in the first place and making the ammonia, our coke supply is just freaking wrecked, man. Ceramic, 22 stacks. Urea, 22 stacks. Solder, 22 stacks. Battery, 21 stacks. What are we up to? 259? Fiber, treated wood, and hydroxide. Treated wood. Oh, we're gonna have just enough. There we go. Everything's requested. Rate-wise, we're gonna need copper. We wanted melamine on 1. Copper can go there. Melamine can go up here. Was there anything else I felt like I needed to feed? The iron and tin are pretty, and glass are all pretty high amounts, but I just wanted to use bots for most of it, so we're gonna use bots for most of it. But you know, that's 4 a second to 1 building. That feels like it's worth a belt. And this is 3 a second to 1 building. Where's the rest of the copper then? Because that's only 4.5. What am I missing? Ah, there's also 2.5 to these guys. Yeah. So the copper's actually somewhat distributed evenly, which is kind of annoying. Oh, this was so annoying. Those didn't get reversed when I shift built it. That explains that problem. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. And now the rest of things we just have to get figured out in terms of what we want in the chest. So we're not, well, we do need copper and melamine. Let's see. Let's do like 200 copper. 200 iron. I guess I can grab the signals from here. 10. Glass. Coke. I mean, is this enough for the total speed? We might need another inserter. That's only 8.4. Yeah, no, that doesn't work out, does it? Definitely need another one. Can't see anything. Yeah, okay. Those are all attached. So that should be fast enough, I think. Over 16 items a second. Ignoring the melamine and 3 of the copper. I think that we have enough speed there. Okay, anyway, we had made it up to coke. So graphite. I can probably go down to 100 now for a buffer. Alright. Should be good. It's gonna take a while, but that'll work. And now we just need a whole bunch of this, like, requester plus provider situation. Okay, but some things are not on providers. Right. So these are not on providers. Those are not on providers. These are not on providers. Those are all belted. And then those are not provided. Okay, anyway. Requester chest, requester chest, requester chest. Requester. 3. 4, 5. Those need requesters. 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna need probably to craft a bunch. I don't know, let's just put this out here so we can get things built via the normal network, and then we'll have to change everything to channel 1. And did I get all the buildings? I mean, I was checking them off the list. I think we got all the buildings. Feels like I didn't, but I think we did. And then these are gonna have to request some stuff. These request some stuff. Because of the fiber board, yeah. And the fiber board is being made over here, so that needs a request. And provide. I guess it mostly just needs the provider part. So then what's providing its output into the network? Those are, but that's already done. These are not. These are not. Weird. Most of them aren't, actually. I guess that worked out nicely. Those 4 are all going on belts. Fiber board is getting shipped over there. The Formica is getting shipped back, but then those are getting direct inserted. So that actually ended up weirdly not needing a bunch of providers within the system somehow. I don't know how that worked out so perfectly. Because I wasn't even really planning for that, but I guess by putting 4 things on belts and putting a couple things direct insert, we ended up creating that situation. I'm out of inserters. Okay, oh, and I need a provider. Nope, don't want that. And this bad boy is gonna be a whole chest full of circuits. Barrel monkeys. Okay, I am gonna need to be done with this episode soon. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna get this done. We're so close. We're very close. Uh-oh. What happened? Red X is dumb. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay, well yeah, we're gonna fix this right now and we'll have to finish the circuit build in the next episode. Jeez. Jeez. What have we done? I mean, I know what we've done. I just don't know. I was like, we needed to go faster, so I just added more loaders, forgetting it's a multi-provider, and it doesn't work that way. They need to be filtered. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is just take everything out. What's this train trying to do? It's trying to get filled with gravel. So I'll put the gravel that it already had back in. And then I'll put everything that was in here back in there. Keeping some stone. Okay, that should make it happy. And then this one's gonna fill up on gravel too, I guess? Yeah, we've got a lot. Okay. Well, that train is unstuck at least. And going back towards our circuits. Yeah, we're not gonna finish this. I've only got a couple minutes left. It's okay. Like we said, the Zen Garden approach. Like, we don't have to get things done in each episode. It is nice when that happens, you know, like from a content creation standpoint, but it's okay. Don't have to be freaking out here. Oh, I did not mean to deconstruct that. I'm so confused. I just deconstructed that. How can I not build it? Oh, because it's weird. Because it was channel 1, when I undid it, an undo will actually remember what channel it's on. So it's actually kind of interesting. Okay, I mean, we are really close. We just need to change literally all this to channel 1, right? Yeah. And then add one more, channel 0 there. Okay, and I am gonna need to request treated wood here to run the assembler there. And then everything else, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just copy those. We also still need the bots. We got the melamine because it's already belted here. The formaldehyde we need to hook up, which is easy enough. Okay, that's done. And then we need to request the resin. No, what am I doing? I need to request the fiberboard. Okay. And then those are limited to provide that. The urea is being requested, and then the fiberboard is already being created, which is awesome. We do need, I know that some of you are gonna freak out about this because I'm wasting things, but like, I've said it once and I'll say it again. The amount you're wasting matters, right? Here we are wasting such a tiny amount of tall oil and black liquor that it really doesn't matter. It just really doesn't. I mean, even if I was making circuits at full rate, I'm getting 1.5 tall oil. We can easily make builds that make 100 tall oil a second. I mean, we just did. And so it's just not enough for me to care about. Okay, so there's the fiberboard going. We need to get the bots. Let me go grab some logistics bots from the auto mall. If nothing else goes wrong, we might actually finish this, but I feel like something's gonna get stuck. Where are my inserters? I just need to steal a few. That's an expensive thing I just grabbed. 50 logistics bots. My base will be reeling for a while. I also need vacuum. Pressure pump. Ah, there it is. 30 vacuum a second, 100 vacuum a second. Easy. Okay, so that's done. Those are on the wrong channel. I was like, wait, things are being delivered. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. we're not on the right channel here. Okay. We'll start with 50 bots. And then we need another pressure pump here. Unfortunately, you know, I'm gonna do a weird thing because I don't have them in my inventory. I'm gonna do this. As a way to, because I don't have enough of the 2-to-1s. And is that enough vacuum? Yeah. Okay. Copy that. Okay. Probably need a channel 1 up here. Just for charging purposes and such. And then that's channel 1. I'm a bit worried that batteries haven't shown up yet. Yep. There it is. Now we might have enough buffered on that belt to get me there. Yeah, we probably do. Fix our batteries on trains needs to be something else I add moving forward. But yeah, we're gonna have to call it an episode there. As always, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.